Many people regard intuition as mystical or untrustworthy, although it has a strong biological basis. When you make a decision intuitively, your brain and gut work together to swiftly examine all of your memories, previous learnings, personal requirements, and preferences, and then make the best decision possible given the circumstances. This video presents the following tips on how to use intuition as a decision-making tool in your career. 1. Separate gut instinct from fear. 2. Start with little decisions. 3. Put your options to the test. 4. The snap judgment. And 5. Rely on your beliefs, hunch, instinct, and a deeper understanding of your gut instincts, or the ability to understand something without having to think about it, go by a variety of titles. Trusting your intuition gets a poor rap in the age of big data. In research, intuition, the word for gut feelings, is typically rejected as mystical or unreliable. While intuition is flawed, studies suggest that combining gut impulses with analytical thinking helps you make better, faster, and more accurate decisions, as well as giving you greater confidence in your decisions than relying just on intellect. This is especially true if you're overthinking something or if there isn't a single right alternative. Even if you aren't actively engaging your intuition, you are likely to benefit from it on a daily basis. Everyone knows how it feels to have a pit in their stomach as they consider a choice. That's the gut telling you something. If you're a manager, for example, obtaining a read on your direct reports allows you to recognize when they're demotivated and intervene.
How to use your gut sensations in decision-making. Leaders who identify as highly sensitive have greater gut feelings than the average person, but they've also been told not to use this sensory input. High sensitivity helps people perceive, analyze, and synthesize information more profoundly, including knowledge about other people's emotional lives. Because you're continually adding new data to your store of information about the world and yourself, your intuition is more developed than most other people's. The only difficulty is that you've undoubtedly been taught to underestimate your own abilities. The good news is that, like a muscle, intuition can be enhanced through constant practice. Here are a few methods to start using your intuition as a decision-making tool in your professional life. Distinguish between gut instinct and terror. Fear is frequently accompanied with physical sensations of constriction or minimization. You might be nervous, panicked, or desperate. Fear has a pushing quality to it, as if you're trying to force something, or choosing an alternative to avoid being threatened, rejected, or punished. Fear is often accompanied with self-critical thoughts that push you to hide, conform, or sacrifice your values. Intuition, on the other hand, has a pulling energy to it, as if your decision is driving you toward your best interests, even if it means taking a risk or moving more slowly than others. This is frequently accompanied with feelings of anticipation and excitement, as well as sentiments of ease and happiness. Gut feelings cause your body to relax on a physical level. Like a good mentor, your inner voice is more grounded and intelligent when you use intuition. Begin by making little choices. Choose an outfit that appeals to you, without overthinking it. Raise your hand and speak up without restricting yourself at a meeting. Using your intuition becomes easier when you take rapid, decisive decisions with minor consequences. By starting small, you can reduce feelings of overwhelm and gradually increase your self-confidence as you progress to larger, higher-pressure decisions. This method works because it improves your distress tolerance, or your ability to emotionally regulate when you're in a bad mood. Put your options to the test. Decisions may not come easily when you're initially learning to apply your intuition. Rather than overthinking things, role-play it. Act as though you've picked option A, such as a new industry opportunity, for 2 to 3 days. Pay attention to how you think and feel. Then try option B, which is sticking on your existing job path, for another 2 to 3 days. Take stock of your reactions at the end of the experiment. Simulating the conclusion might reveal a lot about the outcome you truly desire and the best decision for you. You might also try flipping a coin to see how you react to the outcome. The snap decision. Using quick cognition, also known as thin slicing, can help you trust your instincts more by allowing your brain to make decisions without overthinking. Try the snap decision test. Write a question on a piece of paper, such as would getting the promotion make me happy? Underneath the question, write yes or no. Keep a pen close by. Return to the paper after a few hours and circle your response. Even if you don't like the response, especially if the issue is important, there's a strong chance you forced yourself to respond honestly. Return to your core ideals. What's most essential to you is reflected in your core values. Freedom, diversity, stability, family, and peacefulness are some examples. Assume you're frustrated after a long day at work during which nothing went your way. Your basic values can assist you in identifying and comprehending the basis of your frustration. For example, perhaps you value honesty and the tension you're experiencing stems from your failure to express your genuine feelings on a critical matter. You can check in using your values to figure out what's bothering you inwardly and gain perspective on the situation. Take a few moments today to consider your top 1 to 3 values. Next time you're stuck for a decision, remind yourself, which action or decision puts you closer to those essential values? Internal tension that leads to mental cycles can be relieved by going within. Finally, please remember that intuition cannot thrive in high-stress situations. Allow your mind to roam and make associations. Remember that, while intuition isn't flawless, it's a decision-making tool you're probably underusing right now. Give these tactics a shot, and you might be shocked to discover that your gut instinct is a much more potent decision-making tool than you previously thought.